start off, we would like to open with a question. When you see this person, what do you think of? Is it football? Is it the 49ers? Is it politics? Is it perhaps controversy? For those of you who don't know, this is former NFL quarterback and social activist Colin Kaepernick, who started to kneel during the national anthem before games in the 2016 NFL season. While Kaepernick displayed moments of NFL talent, he has since been out of the league for 6 years now, and he is better known for his actions and influence off the field. As athletes ourselves, we are passionate about sports and keeping up with all the news involved. Additionally, we were citizens who saw the controversy at the time. We are both aware of the campaign when it was released in 2018. We are also familiar with the context of our imagined artifact, but we will get into that later. While Nike's Kaepernick poster implies the ideology of imagination from the standpoint of empowerment, our alternative artifact advances the complement ideology of perseverance and provides a better representation of empowerment. So first, we will analyze our existing artifact, which is the Nike poster, and then we will do the same for our alternative artifact, which we will leave as a surprise. We will contrast the ideas and features with both of them. So let's take a look at our first artifact, Nike's Dream Crazy advertisement.
This advertisement was released in September of 2018, a year after Kaepernick's retirement from the NFL. This was 2 years after he famously kneeled during the national anthem in protest of police brutality and racial inequality. Kaepernick makes clear that the purpose of his protest was not to complain about the military. He states, "I realize that men and women of the military go out and sacrifice their lives and put themselves in harm's way for my freedom of speech and my freedoms in this country, and my freedom to take a seat or to take a knee. So I have the utmost respect for them, and I think what I did was taken out of context and spun a different way." Johnson 2020. This poster argues that no matter where you come from or what you've done, you should stand up for what you believe in, no matter the consequences and no matter what others may think. Shannon 2023. The black and white color scheme seems to carry a serious tone, but it also seems to symbolize the problem Kaepernick is advocating for in the first place: racial inequality. The modest design leverages a black and white close-up of Kaepernick's face to draw the nation's attention to the continuous problem of racial injustice in America. Cham 2023. The text of the message is in the center of the poster, the center of attention. The contrast of these colors seem to appeal to the emotion and controversy that surrounds the message. Kaepernick himself. Nike leveraged on the power of an inspirational athlete and social activist to encourage their consumers to stand up for what they believe in, while taking a stance in equality and transparency. Cham 2023. It can be argued that Kaepernick's message relates to Nike's slogan, "Just do it." Connecting Kaepernick's quote with the brand's ubiquitous slogan motivates the viewer to pursue their wildest dreams, even if it means sacrificing the things they love the most. Cham 2023. While this advertisement will motivate young athletes with ambitious goals to pursue their wildest dreams, this will not appeal to those who don't agree or sympathize with Kaepernick's beliefs or actions. Those who find Kaepernick as a controversial public figure will focus on who's delivering the message rather than the message itself. Even though this was a popular advertisement by Nike, its controversy resulted in public division. And we believe there's a better way to persuade imagination and empowerment.
Our alternative artifact is a picture of Jalen Hurts walking off the field after the Super Bowl with a bolded vertical text, "Never give up." To put some context into the situation, Hurts has been on a roller coaster of a career, both in college and the NFL, to say the least. Back in 2017, as the starting QB for Alabama, Hurts was benched in the CFP National Championship after being the starter the entire year. But instead of sitting on the sideline and feeling bad for himself afterwards, he was nothing but a positive and encouraging teammate for his replacement, Tua Tagovailoa. Then in the following year, in the SEC Championship game, Alabama was trailing by 10 points in the fourth quarter, and Hurts had to come in to replace an injured Tua after being the backup. Regardless, Hurts proceeded to do what he does best: prove his doubters wrong by putting the team on his back, completing the comeback, and giving his team yet another SEC title. Going into the league, Hurts was drafted by the Philadelphia Eagles in the second round of the 2020 NFL Draft, and this caused a lot of outrage in the Eagles fan base. But despite a slow start, Hurts has become one of the most talented and respected QBs and overall players in the NFL, nearly adding a league and Super Bowl MVP to his name last year. Additionally, a viral video revealed that Jalen Hurts uses this photo as his screensaver on his phone. Those who have followed his journey should not be surprised by this, as you are aware that he will use anything to improve himself and put his best foot forward. Long story short, Hurts has been through a lot of adversity and doubt, but he has shown with his character that you can accomplish anything that you strive for. Hurts is now widely accepted as both a winner and a leader. The main ideology of our imagined artifact is perseverance. While Nike's poster centers around standing up for what you believe in, this artifact suggests the power and potential of not giving up. Hurts has been questioned all of his career, from not transferring in college early enough and being drafted into the league earlier than expected. But despite all the outside noise, Hurts had stayed the course, he fought through his adversity, and he reaped the benefits as a result. Now onto the features. While Nike's artifact has a black and white color scheme, this artifact is a lot more bright and colorful. A bright color scheme makes the message of never give up more positive and appealing to an audience. And although there is a serious tone that is similar to that of Nike's, the change in color suggests a more motivational outlook. There is also an interesting juxtaposition here. Despite the bright color scheme, Hurts carries a disappointing tone as he walks off the field after losing the Super Bowl. However, unlike Colin Kaepernick, Hurts is still in the league and has a lot more to prove. So even with the sad tone, the context of where Hurts is at in his career right now implies unfinished business. This can empower an audience, as seeing someone display their perseverance time and time again encourages other people to do the same when they hit adversity in their own life. Another reason our imagined artifact comes across as more motivational is because it's coming from a current and well-known athlete with many accolades, accomplishments, and has shown to continually prove his doubters wrong. And this is different from Colin Kaepernick, because he has been out of the league for a while. He did not reach the talent level that Hurts has already reached, but most importantly, Kaepernick is a controversial social and political figure. Hurts, on the other hand, is not a controversial figure in the political realm, but he is rather very liked and respected. So given his roller coaster of a career, Hurts has the proper credibility to share this message, as perseverance is one of his driving traits. Therefore, it is easier for the audience to accept his message and persevere through hardships because they have seen Hurts do it as well. So with the combination of a bright color scheme and a credible person delivering the message, our imagined artifact presents a better way of advocating the ideology of empowerment.
In summary, our exploration into the ideological analysis of the Nike ad featuring Colin Kaepernick as our proposal for an alternative artifact with Jalen Hurts, unveil contrasting narratives and perspectives within the realm of sports and activism. Kaepernick's poster from Nike conveyed the hegemonic ideology of imagination through the lens of resilience and activism, while our Imagine artifact featuring Jalen Hurts introduced a counter-narrative centered around perseverance and achievement. This ideological analysis emphasizes the power of visual rhetoric in shaping our perception. While Kaepernick's ad sparked public controversy, our Imagine narrative involving Hurts would rather promote encouragement and perseverance. These contrasting dynamics imply to the potential to influence diverse audiences. So whenever you're struggling or facing adversity, ask yourself, what would Jalen Hurts do? And see where that'll lead you. Thank you.